Well, good afternoon, good evening, pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, and all the ships at sea. So, what we got going on here today is I'm going to go through the entire market report and we can see what's going on throughout the country and particularly in the Las Vegas Valley area. So, first of all, I want to thank everyone. It looks like as of starting this live stream, I am now at 829 subscribers. And I really want to thank each and every one of you. And if you have not subscribed, I hope I'm giving you value enough where one day you will subscribe. And of course, leave me a like. So let's go ahead and get into it. And you know how I like to start this off by showing my work. So this week, whoops, over the last 7 days, 791 homes came on the market. Back on market, 214. Price decreases on 190. Price increases on 147, which always surprises me. Under contract, 319. Under contract, no show, 930. 900 sold. So we have, if I'm doing my math in public correctly, 109 that sold more than came on the market. So we still have a tightening market. Expireds of 46, and we have 96 coming soon. So let's go ahead and get into some of the market stuff, and then we'll come back and do as we always do, go through all of the, or at least go through the houses so you can see what's available right now. So let's go ahead and do this. Now, I know I've already done my market update for the month, but I'm just going to go a little bit deeper because I like to use everybody's numbers out there because for some odd reason, no one can seem to agree. So, like we're looking here, so end of January, according to the MLS board, we have $5,000, which is up 26.1% year over year. And when you compare that against last month, let's go back and revisit it. 3,178 sold with a median price of 525. New listings on the market, 2,900. New last month, I'm sorry, I say 29. Yeah, 2,900 new listings. Last month, 2,196 with 2,251 available. And now we have 1,821 available. We have fewer homes on the market now, still have an effective inventory of about zero point 0.7 months. When we go into the condos and townhomes, 711 units sold, 727 new listings, 322 available. Median price of 243 and half a month of inventory. So pretty much tracking 26.1% and 25.9%. And we compare that last month, 827, 609, 387. The median price of 242, still half a month of inventory. So we didn't have as much of a price increase in the condos and townhomes as we did in the single family homes. And one thing to always think about with condos and townhomes is they have a lot of HOA fees. I was looking at condos and townhomes today for someone as we are going through them. A lot of them had HOA fees over $200, which can be almost $50,000 in value of purchasing a home without taking into account the HOA. So the average sales price average has shot up to 527. Last month, that average was 506. Uh, see, and for condos and townhomes, 257, 520, which is actually surprising. The average is actually down. Okay, so let's start looking at other folks' numbers. So I get these from Ruthie. I appreciate she puts these out and makes them available. From her calculations, the median price of a home is now 436,000, and right now we have total of everything 2696 available, 134 closed, 108 under contract, and 164 just listed. And she is showing 22 days of inventory, which tracks pretty closely to the MLS statistics. Also, remember, we are 20 days into the market or February, and those statistics from the MLS were from no, the end of January. Oh, the big one I love to see on hers is she talks about like the sales. We have 44 sales per sold sales daily, and usually has cash buyers on here because that's really interesting when you look at the cash buyers. I don't see it. Okay, let's go ahead. This guy in my office used to be a statistics professor or some kind of professor. He also has a law degree, Justin. He broke down some numbers, and I wanted to talk to what he's doing because he says that the median price and everything that they have in the MLS actually includes numbers that he doesn't believe should be there, like new home sales that were put onto the MLS by the builder. So he's saying that the median is now 430 based on his numbers, which are up 5,000 from December and 26.5% year over year instead of 26.1. And let's go to the condos. He's showing 214. But remember, we're tracking pretty close based on MLS statistics. He's showing that is up 32.3%. And I see you there, Natasha. I'll be right with you. And of course, decreased sales. A lot of that has to do with the inventory. And oh, this is the thing. He actually breaks down condos and townhomes. That's why it's a big difference. So for the condos, it's 214, 300 for townhomes, which is up 22.4%, and 181 for sale right now with 309 new listings. So let me go ahead. I love that one. Hold on, let me show it. She's at work and she's washing from the bushes. Hey, thank you for that. So let's go ahead and talk about rates. This is the part that frightens the heck out of me because this was provided to me on Friday, and look at how much the interest rates have gone up. So someone with a 780 FICO score putting 20% down has to pay 4.25%. Now, it was that last month, but here's where it gets bad. Look at this. VA loans with a 780, 4.125%. Last week, it was 3.875. Week before that, 3.75. And the week before that, 3.5. Yeah, 0.625 increases in interest rates. That's what's happened to us. And let's see what happens to the FHA. The same 4.125, 4% last month, 3.65, 625, and 3.5. It's all going up, and that takes value out of your pocket. And here's how it really affects you. Okay, so let's say you have a pre-approval, and that pre-approval is for, we'll just hypothetically say $400,000. Hold on one second, Gregory. I'll get back to you right there. So let's say you theoretically have 400,000 that you have a pre-approval for. But if you had that pre-approval for the last month, and let's say you're doing FHA loan, and it was 3.5, and now it's 4.125. Well, they based it on that figure. So if you go and find a house and you go like, "Hey, I just found this great house for 400,000." Well, you may not have a pre-approval for that because once they run it through underwriting, it's less. Because of the increase in interest rates, if you're out shopping for a house, one of the first things you need to do is pick up the phone, call your lender, and see how this affects your pre-approval. Some of them may have taken into account a little bit of a rise in interest rates, but not this much. So make sure you have that taken care of. And get to the next one here. Just going to go over this article real quick. So this is on this is from the local paper, but this is from Associated Press. So they're talking about there was a surge in buyers and cash, and others willing to avoid the higher interest rates are snapping it up because people are realizing the interest rates are going up. Record lows because the housing is still at record lows. Existing homes nationwide rose 6.7% last month from December, and annually adjusted 6.5 million homes. Economists assumed about 6.08 million were going to sell, and as you can see, they sold 6.5 million. Sales are slipping, but prices are going up nationwide. According to the Associated Press, the median price for a home is 350,300. Let's compare that to Las Vegas. There's the median there. So doing my math in public, 85,000 higher. So this is no longer a low cost thing, and all of these people from California are driving it up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. Let's bring in some. Go ahead and bring in a couple of questions. So let's start here. Gregory was next. Okay, in the good old days, cash was king. Right now, cash is king if you are paying the price for it. In other words, if they had to choose between your deal and somebody who has a loan, especially a strong conventional loan, they're going to go with the one who has the most, who's going to offer them the most, because the greed is out there. So thinking that you're going to get some kind of a bargain and pay 80 cents on the dollar is not going to really cut it, except, and I do say except because people are still getting bargains out there. If you're looking for investment grade property, if you're looking for move in ready property, that's not going to happen. I had two conversations today with folks, and I can go over those later. One who was looking for condos, and everything we were looking at had multiple offers because they were move-in ready. Then I had a couple who I did a consultation with to try to show them what's going on in the current market. And what ended up happening is I showed that just about everything that was move-in ready was selling for 10 to 20,000 over. And I could show that to you guys because I show my work. Go ahead. Michelle, let's see what you're asking here. Okay, so if buying a home for 450, what are you actually going to purchase home based on statistics and bidding wars? Right now, at that price range, it's going to be anywhere from 10 to 15,000 from the numbers we ran today going through the sales over the past 30 days. I can go over that with you and we can take a look. So you want a condo for 275 to 350. That's the easy one. It's the when you start going under 250 for condos, there's still plenty out there. There is a lot of competition for them. The condos we were looking at earlier today about noonish my time, this person, they were the sub 250s, and all of the move-in ready ones, like I said, had multiple offers. One, let's see, I'm gonna pull this up so I can tell you the right thing because I talked to the agent. It had 8 offers on it. It's been on the market 4 days, and it was 3 I think it was like 365, and the highest of the offers was a conventional loan, completely waiving appraisal for, I'm sorry, I said 3, 265. The highest offer was 282, waiving appraisal. So as you go up in price, there's a little bit less competition 'Cause a lot of people moved into the condos and townhome market because they got priced out of the, single family home market, and so that made it more competitive. That's why you see so many that are, just sitting there. So 350, I can show that to you. Let's, just go take a look and look at condos under 350 to see what's going on. Now, is that just condos? Oops, I'm sorry. I should go here. So is that just condos or condos and townhomes? So for now, I'm just going to put in condos for you. Make some work here. So under 350, currently 241. Let me narrow this down to the Las Vegas area here because there's going to be some outside. And I'll start at the top. Price. And right now, whoops, I'd like to hide that. So make sure there's nothing private in here. Nope, nothing really private. Let's just look at the pictures. So, hold on here. So, oh wow, these look nice. So this is the 350 range. This is almost semi-high rise here. They're 4 stories high. Now, I would venture to guess this one has been on the market a couple of days or more. See, 19 days. See how much less competition you have there? Um, let's see, 43 days. I know this was 6, so let's see what you're getting for 6 days on market. Now, every 25,000 band seems to be like a huge jump up. See how great this is? But if we were to go down to, let's say, 200 or 250. Let's see here. Here's about that 250 range. Now, see, it looks very, very nice. But did you see the difference in that the one that was like 325 or whatever there? Just huge, huge difference. This one just came on the market like right now. So I suspect, let's see what time they listed it. So it got listed 3 hours ago. That one is so nice. It's gonna have multiple offers. Let's see. Next. Okay. No, you do not have to worry about that. Home prices nationwide are the same. Uh, we have a severe shortage, as you saw. The bring this up again. These numbers keep getting worse. Last year we had like 1.2 or 1.1 months of inventory. 2 years ago, 2.3. And let me show my work here because I don't want you to just think I'm spouting out something. So let's look at December of 20. December of 20, a month, 1.5 months of condos and townhomes. Go even further back 2 years. I said 1.2, it was 1.0, but see, it keeps going down. We have less and less inventory. 2.1 months, 2.6 months. And people right now, what's happening is they're afraid, especially the sellers. They're afraid they're not going to get a house when they sell theirs. So a lot of them are holding off, and that's what's causing a lot of the problems that we're having. So until they start selling their houses, things are going to get worse. And as things get worse, fewer people want to put their houses on the market. Every house that I have really seen listed, including the 2 listings I have right now, the people are moving away. You don't have as many people moving up. And when they're moving up, they will usually put into their contract a requirement that they lease back for 30 to 60 days so they know they can find something. Now, for anyone who's listening to this now or later, there are actually ways to get around this. I have two separate ways to help you get around this. If you're just really on the fence and don't want to put your house on the market because you're afraid of not being able to find something else and ending up homeless. One of them is actually one of our lenders will literally buy your next house for you. So you can go and shop, find that house, purchase the house, and if you can close, let's say your house and close on this one within 30 days, you have zero cost. So that's how they do it. And of course, you got to finance with them and everything. But so they're hoping to make their money there, not by selling you a house. The other one is, like I've said, uh, the buyer programs, iBuyer programs are still paying market value and higher. The thing is, some of them are starting to cut back on allowing you to stay in the house so long because before they would let you stay up to 3 months. I'll have to check what they do now. Also, the warning I've given before, uh, for whatever reason, they give higher rates as what they'll pay for your house if the real estate agent presents it than if you like call in on one of those cards you got in the mail. Don't believe me? Try it out. And then I'll submit and show you the difference in what you'll get. Okay. Let's see. Next. Yep. Condos and townhomes. Let's go ahead and take a look and change that up a bit. Okay, so let's change that to condos and townhomes. Under 250, that added, if my math is correct, 70, 80. Okay, so let's just take a look. So hey, we have a townhome at the 350, 16 days on market. Remember, the higher the price you go, the less competition you're going to have. Now, this one, I'll be honest, for 350, I should have seen granite. That's probably why it's been on the market for 16 days. Some flooring looks nice. That looks nice. That looks dated. See the gold? Gold is dated, man. Let's see. Got another townhouse at 350. Uh, I don't even have to look too far. This is overpriced. It's gonna and 129 days. Well, somebody should have told me I wasn't showing it. Okay, let's go back. Okay, this one was 350. We start here. It starts looking good as you go through. You start to see that it's kind of dated. So it's been 16 days and they need to lower their price because that's 350. You're expecting a little bit more for 350. This one here, when I was talking about, I can tell it's overpriced without even looking. And then I came back 129. Yep, that was obvious. They want more than that place is worth. Let's see what's going on here. Hey, wait a minute. No, that's that condo we already looked at. This next townhome, let's see here, 37 days. Hmm. Don't want to criticize bad pictures. This place, I mean, when you get into 350, you're getting into kind of luxury there. This is one of those places where I tell people if you're looking for a bargain, like cash, Greg, you're talking about cash. This is the one you go in there because they'd have screwed up. This is the one you go in with cash and offer probably three. I wouldn't offer more than 300 for this place. And let's see. Okay, that kind of gives you a hint. But as we go down, even when in the townhomes, I was actually disappointed with the townhomes I saw. I'm not going to lie. The condos were much better at that price range. Like, let's look at this one, 285. That looks better than the one for 350. So it's going the 350 one's going to sit there. Okay, hold on. Starting to get it here. Okay, Rochelle. Okay, FHA loan is a government-backed loan similar to a VA loan. Here, so you can see me. So it's backed by the FHA and it has certain guidelines. It's really meant for people who have DTI restrictions or income restrictions. So it's a bit easier to get than a conventional loan in most cases. So it's not always about income. Sometimes it's about DTI, debt to income. A conventional loan is backed by Fannie or Freddie and certain investors. Uh, Fannie and Freddie, even though they're government entities, they're government sponsored entities, and for most conventional loans, they have to fall into a certain guideline unless the bank is using investors. Uh, the good thing about a conventional loan is uh, you could do things like, let's say, with the FHA or VA loan, you cannot, you must occupy the place within 60 days. Uh, Conventional loan, you don't. So, like, let's say if somebody wanted to stay 90 days, you could do that with a conventional loan. If you wanted to rent the place out, you can do that with conventional loan. You are not supposed to rent out a place with a VA or FHA loan. I'm just going to call it government backed loan from now on. Hopefully, I can remember that. You cannot rent the place out. It's not meant to be an investment loan, whereas a conventional loan can be investment or to live in. As far as down payment requirements, FHA loan requires 3.5% down. Um, Traditionally, or conventional loan requires 20% down. Now they can go down to 3%. With that, if it's under 20%, you have what's known as PMI, which is mortgage insurance, which you pay to kind of insure that 20% that you didn't put down. So to ensure the difference. Now, what's great about a conventional loan is once you hit 22% equity, so technically someone who bought a house last year may be at that equity now, even if they put in 3%, and they can apply to the bank and get that mortgage insurance taken off. FHA is like luggage. You got it forever unless you refinance that loan. So no matter how much you put down, you've got mortgage insurance. VA loans, just bring that in there. VA loans have no mortgage insurance and it's zero down. Zero down, not zero closing costs, because that does confuse some veterans. They think they just walk in and call it a zero loan. But I've heard of people saying you can just put $1 down and get a loan. No, it's zero down, and you do have closing costs. And there is another loan out there that's a government backed loan. It's called the USDA loan, and there are some areas around here that you can use that USDA loan, and the USDA loan is zero down. So I believe some parts of Mountain's Edge, um, you can use the USDA loan if you're going around the hump to Pahrump, and like if you were up at Indian Springs, or because Clark County's big, some of these places outside of Vegas, you can get a USDA loan, which is very easy to get and 0% down. Hopefully that covers the question you're asking. If not, I will go deeper into it. Yes, investors are buying up Vegas along with cash buyers. We still have people getting record amounts for their money houses out in California. They take that money and they bring it here. So let's say you had a house in San Diego, you paid 250 for 20 years ago. Well, the house is worth 1.5 million now, literally. You come here, you buy a $500,000 house that's twice the size, and you got all that money in your pocket. So they're still going to tear this place up just like they're tearing up Texas and, oddly enough, Atlanta. Um, the investors still are buying, so we still have the iBuyers who are buying for ridiculous prices. I don't know why, and others that are just coming in. Some of these investors are purchasing to rent, not to flip, because they see a great increase in the rental market. because a lot of people are going to get priced out of the market really soon here. And if you've been keeping up with rents, if you've seen that guy in New York who's remember the rent too damn high party, the rent's getting too damn high. Okay, let's see. So you're in DC, 14 blocks from the Capitol, so I know your rent's too damn high. Let's see here. I don't know what the no is for because it was probably too long ago. Now I've got Natasha. I wouldn't be able to speak on that unless I was really to go in and look at see who's buying up in those areas. But you still have a lot of flippers. If it's an older area, they just come in. They don't even change the outside of the place, then make the inside look all beautiful and everything. And um, I'm going to put this one out there. You got to be careful of the flippers because a lot of them do cosmetic work, make it look beautiful as can be, and it's still the same old stanky house underneath. Oh, 23 years. Then you were there in the day. So your house is worth something if you're in 11 blocks from the Capitol. No, 14 blocks from the Capitol. Um, yeah, you're going to be able to sell and almost be like a Californian. Because I know the DM, what do they call it? The DMC area, DC, Maryland, DMV area. I know the DMV area is pretty robust right now. It's kind of crazy in that area in the Beltway. So if you own, I know your house is worth a lot because you almost have it paid off, Greg, unless you took some money out of it. So if you're trying to move to Vegas, um, I know you're going to have that money. Oh, 25 years. Then you are definitely almost paid off if you haven't taken out any money and you're going to have plenty to move to Vegas. The cost of living is actually a lot lower here than in DMV. So you'll have that. It's a lot easier to get around. I've only been to DC one time when I was a lieutenant and I was a foreign officer and I was escorting NATO students around who were in pilot training. But I know it did take a while to get around. It was very beautiful even back then. It's just that that traffic's a murder. The traffic here is a little bit better. And you are welcome. And I'll see if I can retrieve this, and maybe next week I can answer the question if you're on about. Let me make sure I've got it here. Hunt Ridge. I'll see if I can find some info on Hunt Ridge this week if I don't get too busy, and maybe I'll have an answer next week for you. Okay, let's get on back. Unless somebody else has a question. Finish like we started here. So let's go on back and just see what came on the market so we can finish up what I normally do here. So we're just going to look at these new listings and find out what the cheapest thing is because everybody wants to start with what is cheap. And that's not in the city. That's not. Okay, this is in the city. This is a condo. I know this development. This is right outside the strip to the east. So let's see here what we get for $90,000. It is a one bedroom, one bath condo, 624 square feet, built in 1963. Yes, Greg, that traffic is crazy, and it must have gotten much worse since I was last there. I've only been there once. This is 90 grand. One bedroom, one bath, 624 square feet. Let's see, that is up in Ely, 169. That's Vegas Valley, another condo. That's out in Ely. Definitely not here. Here we go. Here's our first townhome. Look at this. We're at 175 for a townhome, 1,400 square feet. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever seen a four bedroom townhome. 4 bedroom, 2 bath, built in 1971. What we get here? $175,000. That Notice the block walls? Hmm. Funny part is I think this one will probably go within a week. 175 is not out of line. That is the cheapest condo that came or townhome that came on the market. This one, well, it's not here. Even the manufactured homes are okay. Here's a manufactured home that's here in Vegas. This is outside of Vegas. In case I got my zip codes wrong here. Yep, outside of Vegas. Out in Pahrump. This next one here on Sir Richard Drive. This is the cheapest manufactured home. Let's see what she looks like. We'll add that in. It's a double wide, so there's a possible. And it looks like it's been refurbished. Okay, I'm going to just bring it back to me for just a second so I can see what the notes say. Okay, this one is where is it? Okay, it's cash only. So if you're trying to finance, you're not going to be able to do it on this one. Okay, we can go back here, and we still have not found it. Okay, there's an S, and it's not here. Wait a minute, 101. That's near the strip. Let me double check. It is, but they didn't put any pictures in. Let's try to find one with pictures. But we do know that the cheapest single family doesn't have a picture is 585 square feet, 2 bedroom, 1 bath, built in 1942, $190,000. Let's find one with the picture. And this one does not have a picture, but it is 208,000, 1,034 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2 bath with a garage, built in 1964. I'm going to find that single family. Okay, this is going to be historic West Side, so it's only going to be one picture. 220,000, 1,168 square feet, 5 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,168 square feet, 5 bedrooms. No garage, built in 1953. In case you're wondering how to know, if there's not a little star up here, that means there's only one picture. So this is what we get. So that's the cheapest one we have with a picture. Okay, any questions? Let's see here. Okay, mid-century modern, that's gonna be over in Paradise Palms. Some of them have garages, not many. Most of them have a carport or just a driveway. So you would have to look. Matter of fact, we'll do that for you. Let's look for that mid-century. You can do that. Put it in. We're just gonna put in the age. I'm doing this right. Okay, so mid-century, we'll call it 52 5. Oh, that's not working. That's what it says it's supposed to be. Okay, let's see if it gives me a date. 1865. And it does. So make that 1960 to 1970, even though mid-century is 50s. Oh, see, they lied to me there. So let's take this about down to about 1955 to we'll leave it at 70. So 169. Drop this down. Only show Vegas. And let's look at the results. So let's see if we can see what kind of have garages. 16 car garage. Yeah, right. Let's put this at a price that makes sense also. Let's put this 450 and below. Okay. I've got to see this with 4-car garage. I don't know where those other garages are. Let's see here. This will be mid-century. Still trying to find the garage. Did search my garage? Yes, I did. You know what? They could be non-attached garages. I didn't think of that one. And let's actually change one more. Make this single family. Because I saw some townhomes there. Now, a lot of those also have 1-car garages. Maybe we'll have some luck here. Some light refreshment to it. 1-car garage. Oh, Palma Vista. I know this place. Sold a house there. And I swear this house was there when I was selling that house. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Uh, but mid-century modern, a lot of that is the Paradise Palm area. And being in that neighborhood, I did not notice many garages. Yes, you are correct. I just did not do it because I didn't want to highlight their addresses more than I was right now. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Rochelle. Okay. Any questions? I'm here to answer them. Or I could go into some other little stuff that's going on, or we could just go and do a plain old search of the market, just see what's really available out there. So let's just look at market. Why not? Vegas. We'll see what is out there for us. Okay, so let's see what the least expensive thing is. The $90,000 condo is the cheapest one of those. For townhomes, it's currently 124,900, and that's what she looks like. That's what you're getting for 125. Let's see what we get for the cheapest single family. There we go. 195, 900 square feet, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, no garage, built in 1987. That's surprising. Let's see what we get. That does not. No, am I? Did I Click on the wrong thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked on a condo. It's 585 square feet, $190,000. Two bedroom, one bath, built in 1942. It should have been. Oh, we didn't look at it because it didn't have a picture. And grips and grins, of course. Let's see what that median is. 435. Should have had it just a single family. Take me a minute here. Okay, so 435. This is what someone is asking at 435. No garage, carport. Okay, takes care of that. Unless somebody wants to see what an average price home is listed for this at this time. I don't want to have anybody have any questions before I walk out of here. By the way, this is 520, what someone is at least asking for. Okay. I'm assuming no one else has any questions. It was a pleasure talking to you guys this week, and I'm planning to be back next week. And again, I thank folks who have subscribed to me, helping me reach my goal of 1,000 purely for vanity's sake. And as always, hit that subscribe button as you can and hit the like button. And I will go ahead and end this broadcast, and I will talk to you next Sunday, unless I'm sick or something. See you guys later. Whoops. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Natasha. Thanks for being here. Oh, thank you, Gregory. It's really been a pleasure doing this and uh, growing this to help having people help me grow this to over 800 and getting close to 1,000 has really been a pleasure. And I really appreciate everyone. Okay. I will see you guys next week.